Okay, family, I'm really struggling with this one. So I'm going to do my best to get through and try to be as calm as possible. We're going to talk about this news that's been circulating about this nurse by the name of Erin Stratman, this 26-year-old YT nurse that was working at Enrico Doctors Hospital in Virginia and was deliberately going around breaking the bones of brown and black babies. Just take a look at this and then we'll talk about it further.
Dominique Hackey, the father of one of the Henrico Doctors NICU babies found to have broken bones in 2023, concerned that it has taken so long for justice.
I remember her being in the room. She was friendly. She answered questions, but she didn't stay and talk like the other NICU nurses did. She wasn't family like the other NICU nurses were.
He's describing 26-year-old Erin Stratman, the nurse now in jail, charged with felony child neglect and felony malicious wounding, related to a different baby in 2024. Stratman was put on paid administrative leave by the hospital for a year after the 2023 cases of NICU abuse came to light, and then was allowed to return in late 2024. Hackey saying the hospital should be held accountable as well.
Because that shouldn't have happened. If they were suspicious of some person enough to let him go, they shouldn't have brought him back. So that's on them. They failed. Simple.
HCA, the network that oversees Henrico Doctors Hospital, issuing this statement, saying in part it is shocked and saddened by this development in the investigation and that the hospital is focused on continuing to care for its patients. Stratman was just fired from her job on Thursday, Henrico police arresting her that night. Henrico's Commonwealth's attorney Shannon Taylor says the investigation is not over and more charges could come as detectives continue to review NICU video footage.
We will continue to work on building cases if there is evidence present to build other cases to find if there's additional criminal culpability.
So here's the biggest problem I have. This nurse was placed on paid leave for this very thing in 2023. And then she was allowed back to work in late 2024 and continued to do this. Now, just imagine this. We're talking about NICU. We're talking about NICU. This is where babies are fighting for their lives. And then you have the added agony of the parents putting their baby's care in these health professionals, and you have this pale-faced demon out here specifically targeting black and brown babies and breaking their bones. Just think of it. What kind of devil can this possibly be? And now let's talk about the hospital, who, knowing that she did this, you would think that they would be calling the authorities and this woman would have been charged in 2023. Instead, they just placed her on paid leave and then allowed her back. So, in my opinion, not only is this nurse who is now behind bars in jail, but the hospital also needs to be sued. And if I were the parents of the children that were impacted by this, it would be a class action lawsuit going on now. I would be lawyering up because there is no way that hospital should get away with this. Now let's talk about one more point. Imagine that this was a black nurse, and this black nurse that worked in the NICU was going around breaking the bones of white babies. What do you think would have happened? Do you think that that nurse would have been placed on administrative leave? Oh, sorry, excuse me, administrative paid leave and be allowed back a year later to continue doing that before finally getting arrested? That would not have been her fate. It wouldn't have. We know it. Brothers and sisters, sound off down below. We know that would have not been how it went down for that black nurse. So again, I'm very disturbed by this. It is troubling my soul. I cannot even fathom how the families feel. So let us all pray for these families. And as you could hear from the brother who was one of the fathers of one of the children who was, injured by this demon, he's in tears, he's emotional, and rightfully so. All the parents involved, please do not let this hospital get away with it. Please file suit. Please come forward. And any of our brothers and sisters who have children, or even if you're an adult, do not go to that hospital. That hospital needs to be shut down altogether. And all involved in just giving this devil a pat on the hand and allowing her to have paid leave and then allowing her back, all of them need to be joining her, not in jail, under the jail. So I'm going to keep my eye on this because I want to see how this unfolds. And I will keep you all posted. In the meantime, please let me know what you think about this. I mean, imagine it was your child. What would you do? Drop your comments in the chat. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, share this content. Let's make this go viral. And until next time, I shall see you again. Peace be, everyone.